Hi Miranda, I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Before I get started, we're going to do something a little bit different. Instead of a fun fact of the day, I'm going to ask you a question and I will repeat the question on the bottom of the Google document that has your essay on it. And once I've asked that question, I'm just going to ask you to answer it in the provided space so I can learn a little bit about you. Okay? So this week's question is, what are you most looking forward to for this winter break? Okay, so just don't forget to stick that on the bottom so I can kind of see what you're thinking. Alright, so let's go ahead and start looking at your essay. You've not written very much, and I was a little disappointed by that. Hopefully you'll do more next time, but I will help you out with what you have sent me, okay? So let's go ahead and look at that. So, you've written a paragraph here, and some of it makes sense, but some of it's not super clear. So if you look at this first section right here, you say noble 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times in the same sentence, and it becomes kind of confusing. So the sentence you have here, the central idea of the passage, is that since the noble was born from a noble, the person that was born from a noble is a noble and couldn't get away from being noble. You're going to have to find a way to separate that out a little bit better, or just say it differently. For instance, you could try saying that someone is born into a noble family and that they keep that title. It's a simpler way to put what you've put, and I suggest you fiddle with that some so you can determine the best way to express your thoughts there. You have a simple grammatical issue right here. In this sentence, the opportunities that nobles had was that they could fight for their people. So the first incongruency is right here where you have opportunities as plural and then was later on in the sentence, and those don't line up because was would be correct if this were singular. But I also noticed that you only give one example of an opportunity, which is that they could fight for their people, and since that's the case, the best thing to do here is just to make this singular. So change opportunities to opportunity. I mean, this is the section that actually is written really well. It's really hard to say because, again, you've not posted very much. I do appreciate the effort. So thank you for starting. Let's just finish it up. The last thing really I want to draw your attention to is your last sentence, and you say that it helped them maintain their noble status by knowing how to fight. And it's a really clear sentence, which is great. So I understand exactly what you said. I would like to know a little more about what you mean by this. So, help them maintain their noble status by knowing how to fight. So I would just elaborate here in another sentence, continue on talking about why they need to know how to fight, because you don't really explain that. You just sort of throw it in there. That's about it. I can't really do much more since what you've submitted is so brief, but I look forward to the next thing you send, and I really hope you have a great holiday. Just I'll talk to you next semester. Finish strong, okay?